I just said, "Mama-san, gomen nasai."
Someone or hit us, and then they're always so smooth.
I know.
One for soap, one for adult products, one for toys, everything playing at the same time.
I'm just like this all the time. Like, shut up.
Hey guys and girls, welcome to Tokyo. This is your frilly, flashy fashion reporter, Kathy Cat, and today we're going to go hit the streets of Tokyo and ask the foreigners that currently are residing in Japan what their culture shock is. They have a lot of years of experience under their belts, and we might get some very interesting answers. So let's go and ask foreigners in Japan. Okay, where are you from?
Hey, I'm from Austria.
Austria, okay. How long have you been in Japan for now?
I have been here for more or less 2 years.
I hope it's going to turn for the better for now. Now, when you came here 2 years ago, what surprised you the most in Japan? What was like your surprise Japan moment?
I mean, 2 years ago, it wasn't the first time I was here. I had been here before. But the first time I came here, I think it was the fact that it's so loud. Like when you go past one of the pachinko places, you know, and it's like, it's just so insanely loud. Yeah, I think that's what surprised me the most at first, yeah.
The noise surprised you. Pachinko places, what else?
What else? Well, just that what you hear in the background, right? Just the advertisement and the crazy buses with the idol music, you know, going around. That was surprising, but other than that, I think everything just turned out to be as I thought it was gonna turn out, yeah.
Everything speaks, right? The machine speaks,
Yeah.
cars when they go backwards speak.
Yeah, then you go to Donkey and from every corner, everything is just like, yeah.
There's like five different commercials at the same time.
I know.
One for soap, one for adult products, one for toys, everything playing at the same time.
I'm just like this all the time. Like, shut up! Stop talking to me. Yeah, but it's fun. I like it.
Yeah. You get used to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just you just block it out somehow.
What was your like most sensory overload moment then? Like for me, it's always Shibuya. Like the moment I stepped out in Shibuya, I was like, whoa, I can't.
I think it's more Kabukicho, Shinjuku. You know, it's like the lights, and then everybody's just asking you, you want to come in, you want to do this, you want to do that, you know, and like all the smells. Like that's what I love about Tokyo. Also, it's just intense smells, you know. Yeah.
Good smell.
Everything. I mean, you have the restaurants, you know, like the yakitori, you know, that smell, and then the beer, and then especially Shinjuku can smell a bit funky too, but I kind of like that. It's just a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit crazy. It's fun. It's full of life. I like it.
Now, you came here right during the pandemic. Is there anything that surprised you that Japanese people managed to do during the pandemic?
I think they kind of weirdly kept it cool, like compared to what I see like back at home going on. You know, I think that everybody's just kind of keeping the shit together, and quite frankly, I'm surprised that there was no real lockdown. You know, like politically speaking, like that we could, I mean, you know, keep it easy. But if you look around, every now and then you could see places open. It's like, wow, what's going on, you know? So, but it's been rather balanced, I think. I don't know. Life is still livable. It was still livable at any point, I think. Yeah.
There was no real lockdown. We had like a state of emergency, but it wasn't like a close your shops kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. That surprised me for sure. Yeah.
What did you like during that time? Was there anything you thought like, oh my god, this is actually working really well? Personally, for me, it's that everyone's managed to wear masks.
Exactly, I was about to say that, yeah. Like, there is no real discussion about that, you know? Like, where you have people, like, going on riots back at home, like, I'm not gonna do that, you know? It's like, here, everybody's just, you know, automatically... I mean, it's part of the culture, sort of, you know? It's like, I guess that's why everybody's just so keen to wearing a mask, you know? But that is a good sign. I was like, hey, this is pretty cool, you know?
Yeah, it's been about mask culture wearing has been happening before the pandemic in Japan, and I think that definitely played a bit impact on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Liverpool in England.
Oh my
in the UK, yeah.
Go away!
Yeah.
I studied in Chester, so... yes, oh my gosh! Now, I assume that 20 years ago, Japan was very different to how it is now. What was your kind of culture shock that you experienced when you came?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think it was about cash and credit cards, mostly. Everything was cash. It was really hard to pay by credit card. That's the biggest change. And all the banks would close at a certain time, like the ATMs. So I was always running out of cash. Always running out of cash because in England everything is just paid by card. So I think that was interestingly that was the biggest culture shock.
Well, you got stranded sometimes without cash.
Exactly, especially over the New Year's, Oshogatsu, when the banks just closed completely. I would always forget to go and get my like cash for the week. So that I think honestly that was the biggest culture shock for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like sometimes it happened to me that I went to a restaurant and I just had a card on me and they're like, you can't pay with that, and I already ate.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Oh, that actually did happen to me in my local sushi restaurant. I just said, "Mama-san, gomen nasai." I have no cash. That means like, oh, a restaurant person, I'm sorry, I have no cash with me. Here's my bag and all my things. I'm taking my card and run to the cash machine because, I had to pay and I was honest and just needed to do that. So yeah. So that was my biggest culture shock. It's not very exciting, but it's true.
It's one very vital one because it's happened to me before, so that I kind of put my back down and had to run to the convenience store to withdraw cash.
And of course we assume that Japan is like a super technology place and like, everybody's just paying with a chip in their fingernail or something. But actually still now it's different, touch credit cards and stuff. So yeah.
That only happened to me the other year. So yeah, it's still hard. There's still lots of places we can't use your card.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Iwakuni, Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So you've been born and raised here?
Oh no,
No.
I'm from Virginia. He's from Colorado.
Oh, right. Now that you came to Japan here 2 years ago, what surprised you the most when you came to Japan?
Everyone is so nice. Everything is clean. I guess maybe we're just used to the United States where they don't take care of everything and everyone's not so polite. Everywhere we go, everyone's so nice to us.
Yeah.
I never feel like they don't like me because I'm American. So that's nice.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's wonderful. Especially like in Iwakuni, I found there was like a really big friendship between the people from the base and the people that live in Iwakuni, right?
Yeah, we love it. Just the culture and everything, and then being somewhere different and experiencing like a new culture. So I love to travel. So just seeing the Asian culture, specifically Japanese, is amazing. It opens up my mind to like new, experiences in Asia. So I'm excited.
Was there anything where you're like, oh my gosh, you couldn't have this in America? Like any kind of funny moment, like the toilets, the trains. I think there's a lot of little funky things.
You see like every kind of fashion, which is really cool. I don't know. I love that it's like more baggy and lax, but they still look very clean and like cut. I don't know.
It's very conservative. So everything is not not everything, but most things are not form-fitting. And all of the colors are very, earthy, I guess.
Yeah, they look really good. Like I want to look like that, but I can't pull it off.
You're looking very good. Don't worry about that.
Well, we just got here like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it reminds me not really like of New York. Like I've been in New York and it's not as like New York feels so much more like condensed. But here it's so open and there's a lot of people. Like if you just look down right there, there's so many people.
And the flow, like I've noticed the Japanese are very like disciplined and organized. Like all of the cars are backed in, like people are walking on the right side of the sidewalk. Like,
yeah. And then just when they're riding their bikes on the sidewalk, we always get scared they're going to hit someone or hit us. And then they're always so smooth.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, fantastic. As someone who's lived here for several years now, I find it very interesting that if we interview people who also are residing in Japan, we get very different answers than what we usually get when we ask tourists to come to Japan. The tourist first impression generally is the toilets, yay! But it seems to be a lot of people here are saying now, work life and similar things like that surprised them here in Japan too. Found that very interesting. We have done this topic before and we got a very different response in that way. Be sure to check out that video if you haven't already. I hope you're subscribed. If not, come on, subscribe to us. Otherwise, you're missing out. And check out our socials. Catch you soon in Tokyo. Bye!